I wonder if you guys can hear the music. Let me know if you guys can. Kind of want it to be subtle, but yeah, welcome on in, you guys. Hello, Panda. How are you doing, Panda? Yeah, the music's gonna be kind of subtle, you guys, but yeah, welcome on in, everyone. Oh, I just came back from the park. That's good. Windscar, welcome on in. Gonna go eat a salad. That's what's up. And game. What are you gonna play? So let's welcome everyone in from the horizontal side, you guys. Let's see this one. Hello, Shadow the Hedgehog. He's on both. How are you doing, Shadow the Hedgehog, on the short side and on the horizontal side? Welcome on in, Luis Martinez. Hopefully you're doing well. And Windscar's in here. And Myth. How are you doing, Mythological? How are you doing, Matazoid? Hi, Matt. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well, Matt. And also on the short side, Panda and Lexi. Strawberry Tart Lexi. How are you doing today, Lexi? So it's going to take me a while to get used to. This is a new setup that I have. First time doing an art stream on OBS. So first time on OBS, multi-streaming on the short side of YouTube and horizontal. So I am going to have my laptop so I can kind of see both chats at once. It's going to be kind of tough. So yeah. Yeah, so Matt, we don't know what's going on right now. I have no idea what's going on. I went on to other YouTubers' pages and theirs are normal, so I genuinely do not know what is going on. I really do not know what's going on. Thank you for following me, Games of Fun. How are you doing? And hello, Lexi. Yeah, hello, Lexi, and thank you for lurking. Anyone who's lurking. Yeah, you're welcome, Matt. You're welcome. Let's see. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, today we are doing I'm going to be doing a Donkey Kong art stream. I'm going to draw Donkey Kong's new design. And just talk about the series and all that. So I will be doing it on my iPad with Procreate, you guys. Oh, you know what? I saved that trailer. Hey, Windscar, I saved that trailer and I haven't watched it yet. It did look kind of cool, though. It did end up looking pretty cool, but I haven't seen that. But yeah, you guys, my camera is going to be a little bit weird. A little bit weird because this is my art setup with my camera up here and, you know, all this. So it's going to be a little awkward for me to, like, trying to look at the camera and draw and all that stuff. So bear with me, guys. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm definitely going to watch it, Windscar. Hey, Neil. How are you doing, Neil? Welcome on in. Hopefully you're doing well today. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well today, Neil. Alright, we're gonna see if I'm trying to reduce as much glare as I can. But I'm doing good, Neil. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, Neil. Oh, that'd be kind of cool if you can do that. Windscar, if you're able to make it work. That'd be kind of cool if you can make it work. But yeah, you guys, today is just a chill art stream hangout. It's gonna be, I think I'll be here for a good 3 hours. I'm gonna set a timer. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Oh yeah, Myth. Hey Myth, so I am slowly starting a new Discord. It's not ready just yet, Myth, but whenever I do have it ready, it's gonna be a select few people only. But you will definitely get an invite, Myth, but it won't be for a while. I'll let you guys know exactly when it's ready, but it is not gonna be public anymore. Hey, Mr. King K, you were drawing too. Let's go. What were you drawing, Mr. King K? Yeah, hey, Windscar, these tend to really go long, so I'm going to start right now because we're already at the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to try and, yeah, for at least 3 hours, you guys. Yeah, I'm just going to be hanging out. Yeah, it's all about Donkey Kong today, you guys. All about Donkey Kong. Now, this does look a little weird because of the way that my camera is trying to capture all of the light. So, yeah. I don't know how it looks on your guys' end, but hopefully if I zoom in, I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. Hopefully it doesn't look off as I'm drawing it, but let me yeah, same thing. Hello, Colin. How are you doing, Colin? Yeah, I'll let you guys know eventually. I'll make a post. Oh, Mr. King K, hilarious. Oh my gosh, Mr. King K. But how are you doing, Colin? How are you doing, Colin? It's gonna be a few days. It might be until maybe July when we do that, Colin. But I'm taking my time with it because it's not gonna be public anymore. But welcome on in, Colin and Myth. So who's excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza, you guys? Who's excited? Hey, David! Hey, David Luna! It's been so long. ¿Cómo estás, David? ¿Cómo estás? Hopefully you're doing well, David. Hopefully you're doing well, David. Yeah, David, this is going to be digital and we're drawing some Donkey Kong today. Alright, I'm going to try to let the light in just a little bit because it seems a little too dark, but yeah, it's the best I can do with this type of a setup, but yeah. I'll try to zoom in though. I'll try to zoom in. And hopefully that looks a little bit better as I'm actually drawing things, so. But yeah, how are you doing, Shadow? Hello, how are you doing, Shadow? Qué bien, David. Estoy bien también. Muchas gracias. Hello, Rouster. How are you doing? Hey, Shadow. Just letting you know. Oh yeah, by the way, Shadow, everyone in here, it's gonna be tough for me to read messages as normally I can do it pretty quickly, but since I am drawing, it's not gonna be as easy as before. So yeah, Shadow, just Oh yeah. Hello, Lotus Esprit. How are you doing, Lotus? Yeah, King K. Yeah, and Shadow. Just make sure you know it's a drama-free chat. Shadow. You know, King K didn't go into detail, so you know it's fine. But also, you know, it's a very PG here. But yeah, for the most part, you guys. But yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to read most chat. But how are you doing, Lotus? Welcome in. Hey, Joshua. Sorry, I just saw you, Joshua. How are you doing, Joshua? Hopefully, you're doing well. I'm trying to set up my so I can easily read the chat, but it's kind of tough right now. It's kind of tough. Yeah. Hey, Tony. Today, yes, today, Tony. It's an art stream. We're doing an art stream today, Tony. And by the way, I don't know why it looks so dark on stream, but you guys, that's kind of the way my camera's picking it up. But as long as this is visible, it should be fine. But yeah, glad you're doing great, Joshua. How was the F1 movie, Rouster? Oh, and hey, Shadow the Hedgehog, what games have you guys been playing? And Lotus Esprit, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? That's a little terrific in the eyes, David. Glad you liked it, Rouster. So so you guys, the Donkey Kong with Pauline is what I'll be drawing today. This one right here. This is what I'll be drawing today. I'm actually I really like the new design for Donkey Kong. I can't wait to play the game. Can't wait to try out the new game. Thank you for the 10 like hype, Windscar. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, you can hear the music. Okay, I'm trying to make it subtle but not too loud. So if the music is fine now, I'll leave it like that. I'll leave the music like that. For copyright reasons too. For copyright reasons. But yeah, how are you doing today? How you doing, Help? So I am drawing on my iPad, you guys. Like my iPad. This is my iPad and with my Apple Pencil 2. And I have my artist digital glove right here to keep my screen from smudging. So here, I'm trying to, I feel like this is going to be the best way to do this is so what my camera is doing is compensating for the lack of light in the entire room. So I do like wooden pencils. I still do a lot of traditional fan art. I still do a lot of traditional fan art. Helpmeister. All right, so I'm going to grab my pencil. I think this is gonna be a flat. I feel like this might be a flat drawing. I'm not sure just yet in a color pencil style. So I'm gonna probably do a quick gesture. The Force Glove. I remember the Force Glove roster is hilarious. Oh yeah, King K. Those crowns is something that YouTube started not too long ago, and it's just kind of a way to get the chat involved with like talking, chatting, things like that. And it gives, I guess, people points, and it kind of gives them a ranking system. So it's just for fun, I guess, what YouTube did. So it's just like a fun thing YouTube did, nothing crazy. Todo está bien, Lotus. Mucho, qué bien, qué bien. Oh, you know what, Windscar? I'll look into the text to speech thing. That would be actually something that I'll look into. Never, I didn't really think about that, but that's a good idea. Paulina La Roca, Paulina La Roca. I saw that, David. All right, I'll check that later for sure, Helmeister. Hello, Light Blue Yoshi. And thank you for lurking, Rouster. Much appreciated. Yeah, Mr. King K, you have a crown right now, so you'll accept it, right? All right, so you guys, let me start off with drawing Donkey Kong's. I'm gonna do a gesture drawing. If anyone doesn't know what that is, this is kind of just getting the. I'm trying to get a quick. Just a quick way of how Donkey Kong looks like in his pose right now. So let's see how large I can do this. Yeah, so I'm just trying to find a very quick gesture of his face. And yeah, I'm actually really enjoying his new design. I feel like it's a good evolution of what he used to look like. He's a lot more goofy looking, more expressive. And I'm kind of just drawing the shapes to kind of see where his eyes and mouth are gonna land. And yeah, because this is all freestyle, you guys. So you're going to see a lot of shapes right now. La luz está bien, Lotus? Okay, good, good. Good to hear, Lotus. At least until I leave, right, King K? Oh, you're welcome, Rouster. Your streams are fun. Your sons and your streams that you and your son put together are really fun. Yeah, Helpmeister, YouTube is copying Twitch. They're slowly, doing all of that stuff. So yeah, as I'm drawing DK, I'm gonna be, it's not gonna be exactly one-to-one. I'll be switching things off as I see fit. So see, like right now, I feel like he's a little too big. I made it's a little too big. Oh, Donkey Kong was supposed to be Bruno. What? So yeah, I just saw that, Joshua. So yes, I'm technically drawing Cranky Kong first, I guess, with the whole lore of Donkey Kong. Okay, so yeah, technically, right? But then I guess, we don't know for sure what the timeline for this new Donkey Kong is because Pauline is a little girl. We don't know what the timeline is yet, you guys. So I'm just trying to see first where everything's gonna go. So look, you guys, here's the basics of his look so far. Now I'm gonna make another layer, you guys, and I'm gonna go over it with my actual pencil, which will be in black and white, and this is where we're gonna start doing the actual details. Popeye is Mario, exactly. Oh, you drew Grammy Gummy in a newspaper when you were at the bar, David? Hilarious. Oh, Lotus, hold on. Good night, Neil. You guys hold on. Lotus sent 5 super gift memberships, you guys, on the short side. So Snake Eyes, Ambi, Zizriel, Quarters, and Paper Tay received some memberships. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put in the donation screen, you guys. Hold on. Thank you for that, Lotus. You did not have to. Much appreciated. Donkey Kong was supposed to be Popeye game before it got changed. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Rouster, it's a lurking stream, but hey, right? It's still, people are still hanging out, watching the channel, right, Rouster? So that's pretty cool. For example, today's stream, you guys, I know it's not for everyone. It is more of like a chill stream. It is technically, you know, video game related, but art-wise. So if you guys haven't been to one of these, I haven't done one in a while, but first time doing it on OBS though. So, but yeah, see you on the next one, Neil. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Neil, for hanging out with us for a little bit. And thank you so much, Lotus. Much appreciated. For the 5 membership gifting is so cool of you. Thank you. Yeah, Rouster. On the short side, Lotus just gave out 5 memberships to anyone who has it turned on, and it's automatic. So that much appreciated. Alright, we're gonna start with DK's face and his nose. And I feel like this is gonna be very cartoony. I'm gonna not make it. So Joshua, this one isn't gonna be like Coco, how I kind of was going for more of a rendered, realistic 3D look. This is gonna be, I think I'm gonna make him flatter looking. Just cause. I kind of want it to be very sketchy almost, but we'll see. Yes, you should start trusting Sonic. You should. You should, Shadow. Alright, 4 minutes until OMDD. Have fun, Rouster. Have fun. Yes, I saw the Capcom Direct, David. Resident Evil 9 looks so good. Resident Evil 9 looks so good, David. I can't wait. And then the Monster Hunter Wild update, I will be streaming that in a few days with the new monster, or the returning monster. It's gonna be really cool. Yeah, I'm excited for a new Resident Evil. I'm a huge fan of the series. Alright, I'm drawing his teeth. And hopefully you guys can see the screen pretty well. Yeah, King K, DK's little nose is adorable, huh? I like his little nose. Even though I think I drew it a little too small, I can always adjust the size of it. I like his little nose that they added. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna be it looks fun, David. I'm excited for that game. I'm actually super excited for it. All right, I'm gonna be careful with his eyes. The good thing about Procreate is that I can actually hold down when I'm curving my pencil, and it'll make the the actual rounded shape perfectly round. So I'm gonna zoom into his eyes. Yeah, Winscar, check out that direct. There's a lot of deals right now. There's a lot of good Capcom deals. If you don't already have some of those games, there's a lot of good ones. All right, I'm gonna try not to do any. I'm gonna try not to fix anything just yet. I'm just gonna go for it real quick. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna fix his eyes first. His eyes are not looking the way I feel like they should look like, so I'm gonna go in for a different pencil. Ooh, Pragmata, you're waiting for that, Lotus? Pragmata, people have been waiting to see if that game was even real, huh? People do want to see if they were waiting for a while. Yeah, Tony, I've never owned an Xbox. Hello, Wiz the Tank Engine. How are you doing, Wiz? Wiz the Tank Engine, I see you. Hello, Cowman. Hello, Cowman. How are you doing? Thank you for that, Cowman and Tony and Wiz the Tank Engine. And I've never owned an Xbox, Tony. I just never wanted to. It was just one of those things where I'm just not interested in any of their IPs. I just never got into any of their games for the most part. All right, there. Okay, his eyes look a lot better, you guys. They look a lot better. And hopefully you guys can see it on both screens here. The movie design is probably my favorite design of the character. Yeah, I like the movie design of Donkey Kong as well, Lotus. But I feel like my favorite so far is the Donkey Kong Bonanza and the Mario Kart one. It's very expressive. But yeah, they definitely started with the Mario movie one, and now, you know, they refined it a lot more, which is kind of cool. Okay, and you know what? What I'm gonna do, you guys, there's this thing called the liquefy tool. This thing helps me push things so that I don't have to redraw much, so I'm gonna kind of shrink some things down. Like his part of his eye looks a little too much like the old Donkey Kong. So I'm gonna push and squish a few things in here and move his mouth a little bit wider. And just make him a little bit more goofy looking, because I feel like some things are looking a little too much like the old DK. Like his hair, I feel like I made it a little too much, a little too big. And I feel like I need to make his mouth a lot chunkier. A lot wider. There we go. That looks way better. That looks way better. Thank you. Thank you so much, Wiz the Tank. Thank you for liking the art. And Shadow Lens, I'm starting to feel bad about not trusting Sonic the Hedgehog. Gotcha. So you just play Nintendo and PlayStation and PC indie games. Yes, Tony. And hello, Angelo. I see you. How's your stream going for Smash Brothers? Hello, Angelo. He's sweet but annoying. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga 80% off is a pretty good deal. So you're eating a banana? Oh yeah, I mean, Cowman, yep, for Donkey Kong, the banana and the little emoji, hilarious. Yeah, I like Donkey Kong's new design, you guys. I'm really liking it. How long have I been streaming in general? Mr. King K said. So I've been streaming since 2017 on my art channel, King K. I do have an art channel, even though I post on there when it's not video game related. I do sometimes post old videos from there on this new channel, but I do post on both. But yeah, since 2017, 2018, I've been live streaming on that channel. But I really took it seriously when I started my my gaming channel, which is this one. But I've always had both art related things in my channel that's gaming related, so I've always wanted to have both. So yeah, Cowman. So here's the thing. I asked my mom like a few years ago, so when did I start drawing? And she said I've been drawing since I was 3 years old. I just knew how to draw, but I did go to college and university. I went to college and university and I got 4 degrees, 3 of them being art related ones. So I did go to college and university as well. But yeah, I've been drawing since I was 3 years old, and I just kind of knew how to do it. I cannot explain it. I just knew how to draw. So yeah, Mr. King K, it was fun. I liked college. I went to a community college for a few years and then I transferred to a university. So I loved my art classes. They were really fun. Oh, what? Mortal Kombat 1 is 67% off. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Windscar, that Ruffy game that I did, I actually got a free review code game. So I will be streaming that on PC hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. So that'll be a fun one to do, Windscar. That Ruffy game, I got it, I got a free review code, so I'm gonna show that game off with the PC version. Because that game, I really like the design of that one. And how long have you been drawing, Mr. King K? How long have you been drawing? Oh, you went to community college too? That's what's up, King K. That's cool. Yeah, Tony, I appreciate Nintendo games more because I grew up with them since I was 5, 6 years old. So I'm really into them. That's why. I'm really into the Nintendo games because I grew up with them. So I have nostalgia for them. And even though I was there when the Xbox came out, I just didn't care for that system, so I just didn't really get into any of that. I never got into Halo. I just didn't care about it. So when did you start drawing, Mr. King K? What was your age when you were drawing? Let's see, Spyro Trilogy's 13.99. I'm getting that game back. Yeah, yeah, Winscar, that's a good deal for the trilogy. Digimon 84. Been drawing since childhood. I started taking art classes seriously around preteen. That's really good that you took it seriously, King K. Because you're going to keep on improving. Trust me, you're going to keep on improving. Yeah, $60 game for 10 is really good. Yeah, there's a lot of deals right now, even on Steam. If anyone has computer games or just a PC, there's a Steam sale going on, and I haven't checked out anything just yet, which I will be doing soon. That Steam sale looks really good so far. Yeah, so far I'm liking the pencil work. So far I'm liking this one. Let's see, Xbox did not have Jack and Daxter. That was a PlayStation thing. Yeah, Cowman, yeah, Jack and Daxter was a PlayStation 2 game. And I've always wanted to play those. Those games looked really fun. Did you ever get to play those, Cowman? The Jack and Daxter games, they always looked really good. Alright, let me just draw a little bit of his big arms. You know, Donkey Kong is buff, you guys, so... Oh, we're getting a April Honey raid. What? Hello, April Honey. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check on the... Let's welcome everyone in for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you doing, April Honey? Hold on. Welcome in, Raiders. Hold on. Let me put on my raid screen, you guys. That's what's up. Oh, you saw that I was drawing and you wanted to watch? Thank you, April. Let me welcome in all of your community in here. Hold on. Let's welcome in April Honey's community. I just actually met her, what, a week or two ago, right, April? But I know we've seen each other in other people's, other YouTubers' channels, so that's kind of cool. Hold on one second. I don't know why my raid screen isn't working on the other side, but... But yeah, let's welcome in. Let's see. Let's welcome in Cosmos Crossing, JoJo Crosses. Is it Sim 412 and Laura Fewell? Is it Fuel? I'll say Laura and Benda. My daughter calls me Carol. How are you doing, you guys? Much appreciated for that raid. And April Honey, let me get your channel real quick. What were you streaming? Was it Animal Crossing today? Was it Animal Crossing? Because you guys, April Honey does a lot of cozy Animal Crossing streams. You guys want to check out her channel. It was very chill night stream, not my normal time, but wanted to play Oh, you're a non-Animal Crossing game. Hold on, let me check what we were playing. Hold on. Fantasy Life, first playthrough on the Switch too. Got it. I saw that. Nice. That's pretty cool. The Girl Who Steals Time. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, much appreciated for anyone who's new here, and thank you for choosing me as a raid target, Honey. April Honey, that's so cool. Oh, non-Animal Crossing evenings, and in the morning Animal Crossing. Gotcha. Hey, Kara. Hello, Kara Crosses. Welcome into the raid. Hello. But yeah, if you guys didn't know much about my channel, I am a variety content creator, mainly Nintendo games. And I do have a playlist of art-related edited videos, all centering around either character design, weapons, bosses in gaming. And yeah, today I'm streaming the new design for Donkey Kong Bonanza because I am excited. And we kind of just talk about the design of the character as I'm drawing, and we just kind of hang out, talk about pop culture stuff, and yeah, for the most part we just kind of hang. And yeah, the most thing I do on the channel is I do stream a lot of multiplayer Nintendo games like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. And when I do art streams, you know, they are pretty fun because we kind of go into detail of the character, some of the origins and things like that. So yeah. Thank you, Joshua. I'm actually liking the way he looks. Thank you. So let's put in the video. Look, this is a time-lapse video for Procreate, which is the program that I'm using, you guys, if you never used Procreate before. Yeah, Kara, it is really fun here. Yeah, we have a chill stream. It's, for the most part, a lot of Nintendo stuff. We just like to hang out, talk about pop culture, video games, all that stuff here. So it's a fun game, April. Nice. You know what? Like I said, I think before, I'm not into those cozy style sim life games, but Animal Crossing was the first one I ever liked. I don't know if I'll get the new Animal Crossing game unless they show some other things you can do besides just, you know, decorating. If they add mini games or something that you can play with friends online, I'll give that one a shot whenever they announce a new Animal Crossing game. But I know the community is pretty big for those cozy games. Yeah, Cowman, the Raiders. Oh, wait, you guys, we're getting another second raid. That is crazy. Hold on. We're getting a second raid of back-to-back. Hold on, you guys. We'll welcome them in right now. Welcome in, Raiders. Hold on. Let's put up the raid screen again. Dang, you guys are cool. Hello, Paper Tay. Paper Tay raid. I was in her chat earlier. Hold on. Let's put it on again, you guys. Hold on. There we go. Hey, Erithal. Hello on the short side. Erithel, I mean. Erithel. How are you doing, Erithel? My raid screen is not, working on the short side for some reason. I'm gonna have to look into that, which is kind of getting annoying, why it's not working. On the short side, it's not working. But yeah, welcome in Raiders and Tay. How did your stream go? So, hold on, there's a lot of people on Tay's side. I'm gonna make sure to read every single name. Hold on, hold on. Thank you, Erithel. They're actually already in the horizontal stream, Erithel. I'm doing a multi-stream, short side and horizontal. So thank you. Everyone's on the other side right now, Erithel, but thank you on this one. So let's welcome in Downer 025, Peach Fanner. I remember you, Peach Fanner. Jaden K. How are you doing, Jaden? Cherry Moy, Zeke Andrew. Let's see. Yokai Dreamland. Nighttime Luigi. Hello, Nighttime. Chloe Dancer 34. And Paper Tay. And Rob Gamer, the dark hair. Hello, Rob. I remember. How are you doing, Rob? And let's see who else. Majestic Queen. I see you. How are you doing? Thank you for choosing me as a raid target, you guys. Oh, no. You're all good, April. You're all good. How are you doing, Peach Fanner? Yes, you guys, I just got rated by April Honey and Paper Tay. So let me shout out Paper Tay's channel, you guys. Another cool content creator. So how did your stream go, Tay? Were you Were you throwing the fade on Smash Brothers? Yeah, Tay, we're still trying to figure out why that happened with the whole handle thing. I have no idea what it means. We don't know what's going on with the handle names on the chat, you guys. Oh, what happened with Colin, Peach Fanner? What happened? You guys banned Colin? Oh, no. That sucks. Oh man. So how are you doing, Nighttime Luigi? Gonna head out, and I'm looking forward to play some DK Bonanza. Yes, it's gonna be fun, Nighttime. Thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, I wasn't handing out fades, but accepting them is hilarious. This is a permanent rollout for YouTube. Oh, okay, honey. Thanks for that update. I know they were changing it, but not everyone's got it so far. Thank you so much, Calman. Aw, dang, that's too bad, Peach Fanner. Okay, I see. Yeah, Luis is in here. Luis is in here, Tay. The handles are unique, so none can steal someone's profile anymore. That makes sense, April Honey. That makes sense. Oh yeah, Yokai Dreamland. So here's the thing about my art streams. I try to do them once a week, but sometimes things come up and I just completely, forget about it. But I am trying to do better and do at least once a week art streams. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, I do have a lot of I do have a playlist of all of the. So for example, here's a link that I pinned in the chat, you guys, that you can check out. I do a lot of Zelda artwork, Mario, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Splatoon, Fire Emblem. So yeah. Welcome in, Geo, Super Thucci. How are you doing, Geo? A bacon sandwich sounds delicious. Yeah, Yokai, so if you guys haven't checked out that playlist, I really enjoy drawing. I've been doing it my entire life. I have a little bit of everything, so I do try to incorporate it into every edited video that I do because it is gaming related. So that's how I'm trying to stand out on YouTube that way. But yeah. Hey, hello, Wyvern. Welcome in, Wyvern. I'm doing good, Geo. Welcome in. Oh yeah, Tay. I'll eventually DM you on Discord about Smash Brothers and all that stuff. But yeah. All right, let's time to color in Donkey Kong, you guys. He needs some color. We finished the outline, as you guys can see. We've been here for about an hour because we've been chatting, but I'm gonna start coloring in Donkey Kong's face. And I am using Procreate if you guys have never heard of it. It's for the Apple iPad. Yeah, Tay, especially since the stuff, that's been happening, I was waiting for the right time, so we'll definitely do for the collab thing, Tay. We'll definitely finally talk about it again. But how are you doing, Geo? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Wyvern, good, good. Yep, Donkey Kong's coming along. I'm actually doing a flat version. It's not going to be fully 3D for Donkey Kong. I decided to kind of just do it a little bit more of a cartoony version of Donkey Kong. Kind of wanted to do it a little bit of a flat look. Because I know, let's see, April Honey said that she's also an artist. This one needs to be darker. Hold on. There you go. Yes, Tony, I always do a little bit of paper, a little bit of digital. So the last art stream I was drawing Sonic the Hedgehog, you guys, on paper. It was in my sketchbook, so I do a little bit of both. And also Geo does make artwork as well. That's pretty cool. Yes, the fire emoji. Yes, fire emoji, Kalman. Oh yeah, Yokai. So I got used to digital drawing just because, but I do agree with you. It does take a while to get used to. I'm not gonna lie, it does take a while because I am used to paper. So, so what I'm doing now, which is a really cool feature on Procreate, is I outline my character or whatever you're drawing with a solid color. I can easily do a drop of a color and it'll fill in that space as long as the space is closed. So if any of you guys have this program, it's really cool to draw in. So watch, you're gonna see as long as the shape is closed, the colors won't bleed out into the open space. So watch, I'm just gonna drag and drop, and there you go, fully colored. Think of it like a puzzle. You know what? I don't draw cartoons like per se. I'm not, in the actual industry, drawing that stuff, but I can draw a lot of different, things. But I do know how to, draw in different styles, if that's what you mean as well, Kalman. Yeah, Tay, trust me, because look, this is what you don't want to do to save time. For example, look, if I were to do this on Donkey Kong's arm, it doesn't make sense to do this, you guys. Look, coloring it old school way like this does not make sense digital, but doing this, drop, coloring in the shape like a puzzle, and dropping, it's just like a photo, it's just like a color bucket in a lot of the computer programs. It just saves time. But you also don't want to do this for smaller shapes because that also is wasting time and it doesn't make any sense either. So for example, in between his chest, I'm just easily going to color it like normal. And there we go. So it's kind of like there's a lot of convenience with digital. Yeah, Yokai Dreamland. Look, think of layers as lots of pieces of tracing paper. Think of them as tracing paper. They're just on top of one another. Look. So yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys have never been to my art streams. I like to also talk about the process just in case anyone is an artist. So for example, the first layer that I drew was the gesture lines, which was the blue one. I wanted to see where his action lines and poses went. And then right on top of that, I drew the pencil, which is the outline. And then underneath the layer, so I can see the pencil on top, was the color. So if that makes sense, that's how layering, works. Oh yes, Calman. So give me a second. If you guys are interested in all of that, I do have all of that. All of my YouTube handles, my information is there, but if you guys want to check that out, all of my links are on YouTube if you guys want to see that. But yeah, so watch. If you guys want to check that out, I'm gonna do it right now, and all of my links are in this website right here. You guys, look. You guys want to check that out? There's that link for all my YouTube stuff, everywhere where I sell my artwork and things like that. You know what? I don't know if I'll do a 100% playthrough of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I mean, wait, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I did play a little bit of it a few months ago, Gio. But that's good though that you draw, Gio. That's good that you draw. Ooh, playing some free roam, Jaden K. That's what's up. Mario Kart World has been really fun. Well, you know what? I can show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing. Look, I've drawn a little bit of everything, you guys. So I drew Storm. I haven't uploaded the video just yet, you guys. It's a very old drawing that I completely just haven't edited it just yet. But so I've done a lot of comic book style related things. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna be pretty big, but we don't know how big, huh? Yeah, Gio, my name is Ivan. Yep, my name is Ivan. So yeah, I've drawn a lot of different art styles. So like this is Storm right here. Thank you so much, Raw. Much appreciated. Thank you, Yokai. And what I do like to do is I'm trying to take my time to edit those videos for my channel. So I've done a lot of different ones. Like this one's one of my favorite ones, where this one you can see on my channel. I drew Zelda fighting the Volvagia dragon from Ocarina of Time. One of my favorite boss designs ever. Yep, my real name is Ivan Luis. Yep. I do say it in almost all of my edited videos, so yep. So yeah, this is what I did in Procreate. So this one was a fully colored one, which I really enjoyed doing. So I do have a lot of Zelda related artwork. And yeah, I drew Freddy Krueger. Here's Yoda. Fun fact, my real name is April Honey. LOL. That is hilarious. April Honey. Oh yeah, so Geo. So here's the thing about my thing is that because I've been doing this for so long, I do not do free commissions. Oh, historic is a common name for Russian. Oh, I didn't. Ivan Drago, so Lens is Russian. You know what's funny? My name is Russian, you guys. I didn't know that until years ago. Yep, I've known that my name is Russian, which is kind of funny. Look, I drew the Deku tree. I haven't edited the video just yet, you guys. This is an old one too. I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, Gio. I don't do free artwork because it just takes so long, and I've been doing this for way too long. Where I do have to have paid commissions, you guys, because I've been doing this for years, and yeah. Yeah, drawing takes a long time, and it's. I'm not saying you are think like this, but a lot of people think that artwork is just turning in the final product. But I can take hours and hours, even just doing the initial sketch until it gets right. So that's why I do very few commissions, because some people just don't understand how much work and time goes into doing a drawing. So yeah. Let's see. Your parents lack creativity. Let's see. April. I had a piece take 20 hours, right? Oh, that's what's up, Tony. First place is crazy. Yep. But yeah, Gio. Yeah, it's because it's not saying you are, but some people just who've never worked with artists or creatives, and yeah, sometimes they just don't think that art takes a while. They just think it's the final product, but it takes a long time. But yeah, you guys, that's oh, look at this one, you guys. Who remembers this boss from Ocarina of Time? This one's a creepy one from the sewer. This one's my favorite one too. Starving, eating a salad with blueberries. That sounds delicious. Wind. Thank you, Tay. See, that's what's up. At least you understand, Tay. At least you understand. Thank you, Tay. That it's not just a drawing. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It does. Imagine getting your hair done or getting a haircut, and they want to do it in 5 minutes. Your hair gets all jacked up. It's the same thing. They need to take their time, doing something. So yeah. Oh yeah, look. This is one of my favorite ones too, you guys. Look. I drew Wonder Woman, so I can draw realistic drawings as well. So I do know what I'm doing. So that's why I do charge a lot when I do end up doing like commissions. So I do take my time with that stuff. Yeah, April, I like his expression. So I will be kind of fixing it a little bit more to be extra goofy and expressive and things like that for Donkey Kong. He looks really cool. Thank you. Yes. This one I did with ink pens though. This one I did it in all pen and I transferred it to Procreate just to fix a little bit of mistakes here and there, but this was all done with ink pen. So this was done all on paper. So But yeah, I've done a lot of things. I'm also a painter as well. But yeah. So there's Coco. This is the one that Joshua recommended. We did this one last year. This was pretty fun to do, all in color. Yeah, yeah, I really like his expressive look and what they're doing with it. So you know what? Let me finish coloring this. And yeah, so this is basically what we do with these streams, you guys. We're just talking about everything related to art, all that stuff. And we end up usually talking about all of the art related things that go into drawing, the game that we're talking about, all of that stuff. But you know what though, Tay, even though, for example, I won't overcharge someone if I know that the thing that I'm going to draw won't take me long. Doesn't mean that I'm going to make it any less, detailed or whatever, but I know that I also don't want to overcharge someone knowing that I can do a good job and be fair at the same time. Does that make sense? So for example, if someone were to say, "Hey, can you draw me a portrait of, my family member?" That's obviously going to take me a long time if I do it in pencil, so I will charge a lot more. But if it's something very cartoony that I know I can finish in under, 3 hours, 2 hours, I'm not going to charge, like $500 for something. I might just charge, 20, 25. So it all depends. So yeah, it all depends on what the art style is, at least for me. Just because I know how to do so many art styles, it just depends on what, the person is asking for. Then I can kind of just gauge it that way. In fact, I could see her as Wonder Woman, but I don't see now because sometimes I forget about it. Oh, okay, Luis. Yeah, the Coco one was a fun one, Joshua. I never would have done it if it wasn't for you suggesting it. So that was pretty fun. Yeah. Now Donkey Kong needs some red eyes, which is something new that they gave him. Yeah, Tay. So for example, yeah, I'm not gonna charge someone $1,000 for like a simple, sketch, but $1,000 depending on the size of a actual like oil painting, which can take freaking weeks or months. That's a little different. So it all depends. But yeah, everything that you've seen on my channel, all my thumbnails, I edit them myself. The emojis that you guys see here, I've done those all by hand. All that stuff I did all on my own. But yeah. Yeah, exactly, Winscar. Just try not to lowball me. Yeah, that's the one thing that people just. Yeah, I could see that, but I don't see it now because sometimes I forget about it. Yep, this was the Wonder Woman. Look, this was Wonder Woman. Luis, look. And look, this one is I colored it in a 80s style for Wonder Woman. I wanted to do that 80s style for that movie that came out. It was a horrible movie. The sequel to Wonder Woman was bad, but I wanted this to look like a pop art style one. Yeah, that's Windscar. My bad. Yeah, Tay. So that is Windscar right there. Exactly. Crab Luigi is Windscar. Yeah, just like tattoo artist Tay. Exactly. Oh, your next Saturday you're off. You're busy with your hubby. All right, Tay. Nice, nice. Hello, Dakota. Welcome in. Yeah, Joshua, the second film was horrible. Terrible, terrible. It was terrible. Oh, I've been wanting to fix this Banjo and Kazooie. It looks a little too simple. This one's like a 3D style, and I do not like how it came out. It is not detailed enough, so I will be fixing this soon. It's a little too fuzzy and blurry for me, so I need to fix this one. But how are you doing, Dakota? Oh, you're gonna spend 4th of July with his family, Tay? That sounds cool. That sounds fun, though. Hopefully you have fun on the 4th of July, Tay. That sounds really fun. Spending time with the family. Hey, Billy, welcome on in, Billy. How are you doing? Yeah, you haven't missed anything, Billy, because I am taking my time with this one. I am taking my time with this one, so. But yeah, how are you doing, Billy? All right, now let's put on some more Donkey Kong music. But yeah, who's a fan of Donkey Kong? Okay, so who's played the Donkey Kong series before? Has anyone really played the Donkey Kong series before? Because I know that people who've played it either like it or hate it because it is a really hard platforming series. Even though it's cartoony, it is not a simple game to play. Donkey Kong games are not easy. All right, let me see if this is a good color for his skin or his flesh. I think I can go with the base color for this one and kind of just go from there. Ooh, Geo's played all the Donkey Kong games. Nice. Because I know you're really into the game, Geo. Yeah, okay, so Rob, you as well, challenging, but you love it? Yeah. Yeah, they've always been really tough, but they've also been fair too. At least for the recent ones, the recent new Donkey Kong Country Returns, the controls are so spot on that it's not, for the most part, it's not your fault. I mean, not the game's fault. It's one of those things you have to memorize the timing and all that stuff for the levels. So and Billy, you played all of them as well. Nice, nice. Let's see. Nice. Favorite game ever? Nice. Donkey Kong Country 2 is your favorite game ever. That's a good one. That's a hard one, Billy, but that is a good one. Yeah, it took me a long time to beat the second one. Man, that game was freaking hard. Alright, let's see if this thing doesn't bleed all the way through once I kind of add all the There we go. He looks better that way now. Alright, he's starting to come along. I feel like he might need to be a little bit lighter. Let's see, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Let's see. But that looks better. Donkey Kong Country Returns was a really good one too. Diddy Kong Racing was good. Yep, knowing the patterns. Hey, Daytona. How's it going, Daytona? Welcome on in. How are you doing today? What is it? Hello for the third time on Jeffro's stream and Soul Wiz's stream. How are you doing? Yep, Daytona, that happened like a day or two ago, so that is news to a lot of people and myself. The other day when we noticed that Daytona, they're using our handles now. So that is new. Some channels don't have it yet, but yeah. But yeah, we need to get Diddy Kong Racing into the NSO, you guys. That was a fun game. Really hard, but a fun racing game. Oh look, speaking of Donkey Kong music and the games, look. I have the Donkey Kong let me see, they're kind of big or small. I have the soundtracks back when I downloaded them years ago. So that's what you guys are hearing right now is the music for Donkey Kong Country 2. Oh, you did 100% on Tropical Freeze Geo. That sounds hard because I think I did 100% on it as well on the Wii U. I didn't do it on the Switch though. I did 100% on Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, and that was so freaking hard. But it's kind of cool that we're finally going to get a full-on 3D Donkey Kong game since the N64, which is kind of wild to believe. It's been so long. And it's being done by the Mario Odyssey team. So we're technically, people are calling it the sequel to Odyssey because it literally looks the same. But also, you know, yeah, I can't wait to try it out. Pauline looks so cool, and the music, the singing looks really good. All right, now let's color in his mouth, which is going to be a little bit like of a pink color. So yeah, I chose to make him like a cartoon, flat looking instead of realistic today. But we are going to add some realistic looking fur right now, just so you guys can see how that would work. There you go. We colored him all the way in, you guys. Let's look at the video time lapse. Hey, Cheeky Pika, how are you doing, Cheeky? Welcome on in. How are you doing, Cheeky Pika? Yeah, more Pauline lore, right? More Pauline lore is kind of cool. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Cheeky. Hey, Reaver Beaver. How are you doing, Reaver? I just saw you. How are you doing today? Yeah, Reaver Beaver. How are you doing today? Before I forget, Reaver, I'm gonna add your channel here. I'm not sure how often you stream or add content, but here is Reaver Beaver's channel as well, and there is Cheeky Pika's channel, another content creator. Yep, this is on Procreate, Cheeky. This is on Procreate with my Apple Pencil. I have my artist glove right here, look. My Apple Pencil 2 and my iPad Pro. Oh, thank you for dropping by, Cheeky. Thank you for dropping by. Enjoy your family reunion, Cheeky. Oh yeah, Cheeky, before you leave, Cheeky, next time when I do an art stream, since you are the highest, you're in the highest membership of the channel, you will get to choose what I draw on this sticky note, and I will turn it into a video. So next time, Cheeky, next time. That's part of one of the perks for the membership. So yeah. Thank you so much, Yokai. Hopefully we'll see you here next time. If you are a video gamer as well, I do stream Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Jamboree, Yokai. We'll see you here next time if you want to join in on one of those. Those are always open lobbies. So thank you, Yokai. See you, and thank you for that raid help. Yeah, so I'm here's what I'm gonna do for that. It does look a little too yellow, right, Tony? It looks way too yellow, so watch. Here's a trick that I'm gonna do, Tony. We're gonna go into the shadows, and this is what I'm gonna do, Tony. So yep, you noticed it just like I did, Tony. I'm going to do a new layer, and this is the lighting thing. Watch. This is where I'm gonna start making the tones a little bit more instead of just a base color. So but yeah, it looks a little too yellow, right, Tony? So watch, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna choose a lighter white, yellowish, a little bit more of a yellow, and watch. We're gonna use a soft airbrush. I'm gonna actually duplicate this just in case I mess up. We're gonna lock this one just in case I mess up, and we're gonna turn this off. And yeah, we're going to do alpha lock so we don't get out of the lines. And yeah, we're gonna start doing the lighter part of his face. And we're gonna turn down the opacity also, because this one, if we make it lighter, we can have more control. So watch. So that's how we're gonna add the lighting, the indirect lighting to his face, you guys. Look. And we're gonna make it not so flat looking, but this is gonna help it make it look a little bit more rounded. Yeah, because he definitely is only has two base colors right now, which kind of don't look right. Yeah. Oh, you never used an iPad before, but yeah, you've noticed how it just looks very basic, because this is just, you always start off with the base colors first, and that way you can work into, you know, changing the tones. And how are you doing, Chaos? How are you doing, Chaos? You guys, welcome in Chaos Dragon, another content creator. How's it going, Chaos? Have you been playing Elden Ring today? How are you doing, Chaos? I'm just drawing the new Donkey Kong design. So watch, we're gonna do it all the way on his body because the light is coming from this side, so you can see that the lighting is coming from the left side of everything. So, and then we're gonna add shadows, and that's gonna help it look even better. And then we're gonna do the same thing with this fur as well. Because even though I want it to be cartoony, that doesn't mean it should also look super flat as well. And before I forget, this thing's bugging me. The letters are not there yet, so that's bugging me right now. Oh, the DK letters, they're bugging me right now. I'm getting hyped for Jurassic World Evolution 3. Nice, Chaos, nice. Welcome back, Luis. Welcome back. You're good, Luis. You're all good. Welcome back. Welcome back, Daytona. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back, Daytona. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while. I've been here for an hour and a half, so I'm thinking of doing a 3-hour stream today, you guys. It's gonna be a long one. Oh yeah, no problem, Tay. Thank you for lurking because that does help, Tay. And thank you again for the raid, Tay. Much appreciated with all your cool community for that. Yeah, we got raided by Tay and also April Honey earlier, like literally back to back. And then if anyone wants to use the lurk command, it's all you have to do is enter this command. And also I have a listen command, just like Navi from Zelda. It's right here as well. Yeah, Daytona. The monkey with the tie, exactly, emojis. What solo game are you gonna play, Tay? What solo game are you gonna do? You're once again Mr. Daytona. Oh yeah, no, Tony. Yeah, yeah. You're good, Tony. Yeah, I'm not done drawing him. Usually, yeah, all of these drawings, even though he is very flat, I always like to add extra things to it to keep it from looking, so basic. So yeah, not done just yet. So watch, now that we kind of, oh, you know what? Before I forget, his eyes and teeth are all see-through. So I'm gonna remove that. I'm going to color that in with white. All right, that should be good. Oh, a dark romance. Okay, or open world survival. Okay, cool, cool. Undecided right now. That's good though. Oh, April. Yeah, so I know April, you're also a digital artist. So yeah, I was never against it, Tony. I just remember back when I first started digital, I thought it was going to be a lot harder, and I thought I would never really use it because, well, actually, no. I thought I wanted to always try it. It took me a while to get used to it, but I was never against it. I always thought it was another addition when you felt like coloring a drawing that you didn't want to color, like, traditionally with colored pencils. So I was never against it. So what brush did you use for the line art? I used a pencil drawing, April. So I used a 6B pencil and I just made it a lot larger so it can look like a traditional outline of a pencil. And then when I wanted to make solid lines and then add the dropper to color in the base color, I used a hard airbrush. Makes it super easy to do with this one. It was actually, you know what? It wasn't that it was bad. I just knew that I could be faster because there's a lot of ways of drawing digital and making it easier on yourself. So it wasn't bad. It's just I got better and better at it because there's different ways of tackling digital drawing. So lots of ways of tackling it. So. But I definitely was very slow at it, Tony. I was definitely slow because I was like, it felt a little weird drawing on a surface that was very, it was super, slippery, if that makes sense, compared to pencils. So that's why it took me a little while to get used to that. All right, now it's time to do the fur. Let's do that fur and do the same thing we did with the lighting for it. But here's what the cool thing about this is. Yeah, the texture looks good, right, April? I really like texture in flat drawings too. I don't think I'll draw Striker's DK, but he does look pretty cool, Geo. All right, thank you for lurking, April. You're dyeing your hair. LOL, so back from forth. It's all good. Thank you for the lurk, April. I'll be here for a while. You know what's funny? Tony? I still draw a lot more on paper though. You like smooth with no resistance, Daytona? Oh yeah, don't forget to give DK the big hand. LOL, Billy, hilarious. I, I'm not gonna forget about the big hand joke. Hilarious, Billy. But yeah, Tony, I still draw mostly in paper because I do have lots of tiny sketchbooks where I still do a lot of regular because it's easier or quicker for me to do as well. So, all right, I'm looking for the fur. There's a fur brush that's gonna really help out with It's not vintage, organic, no. Luminance, no. Elements, no. Textures, materials. Oh, there you go. Look, there's a short hair brush here, you guys, that it's gonna really help out with the fur stuff. So watch. I'm gonna make the brush a lot bigger and you're gonna see this fur texture going on Donkey Kong. And it's gonna give it a little bit of a good you'll see it. I'm gonna make sure to alpha lock this, and yeah, we're gonna give Donkey Kong a little bit more of a fur look, so it won't look so flat. But if I do it in a lighter color, it'll help stand out a little bit more. So yeah, for this one, normally you use both hands to size up the brush, make it bigger or smaller, and also change opacity. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the shadows, and that way he looks like he has shadows in between all of his body parts. So okay, so anyone in here, you know, who isn't an artist, I've always wondered, what is it like, you know, not really knowing how to draw? Because you know how certain things are easy for people. You know how some people are really good at math, some people are just good at certain things. Like I'm horrible at math, but I'm always wondering how hard is it, or how does your brain work when you guys try to draw something? I've always been curious about that. Always curious to like, because you know how drawing is just something that I just knew how to do. Is that like a thing that some people think about? Because I struggle with math, and yeah. So Geo said you can't draw, but you can still draw some things, right? Even if they're simple. Thank you, Luis. Thank you. It's coming along. It's coming along. Okay, now I feel like he needs those shadows, you guys. Look, this is when you add. So what I'm doing is adding the darker colors of the fur so it can blend in easier. So this is going to be a darker brown instead of a pure black, just for now. And this way it'll be, I'm going to do it on a different layer, and let's see how it comes out. What you can do with layers is do blend mode. So I'm going to do a multiply layer and see how it kind of blends in together. So this one I did on a separate layer just so I can have more control over erasing things. So look how, hopefully you guys can see how that looks like now with the shadows and things like that. Oh, your brother makes the frame and you polish and color. Eh? But that still takes some, you know, artistic work, Geo. Yeah, it still takes work, and it still you still have to be creative, right? But yeah, these streams I do try to do once a week. If not, you know, maybe twice a month. But yeah, because I don't know how, you know, so far I don't see it ever. I never saw it affect my algorithm for my channel because I started doing this since the beginning of my channel. So I don't know. So yeah, the shadows are definitely helping Donkey Kong look a little bit more dimensional, but still with a flat look. A combination of both. Ooh, color mixing. You have your equipment is from the dollar store. Hey, anything that works, right? Anything that works. As long as it works, right? Because trust me, I use a mix of different some things are cheap, some things are higher quality, and as long as it works fine for you, it doesn't matter what type of, you know, equipment that you use, for the most part. Yeah, right. Some things, yes, some things it doesn't matter if it's from a cheap store as long as it's a good quality, right? Because trust me, I've used a blend of some stuff that are cheap, some things, you know, that are, okay, I wouldn't say cheap, but not so expensive. And if it works good enough, it's, you know, you can still do it. So, all right, I'm still adding shadows to everywhere on Donkey Kong. Yeah, and hopefully, you know, off screen when, you know, after this live stream, you know, the next few days, I'm gonna slowly work on it until I polish it, make it the best that I can, and also eventually I will do an edited video version of it right before Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out. All right, now, okay, I need to do a little bit more on his hair. He needs a little bit more work on his hair because I haven't touched it at all. So Geo, then you like to do paintings then, right? Technically, some type of a painting. And usually it's towards the end when not the end, but I do like to refine things and clean up some of these edges that don't look as sharp as they could be. But yeah, I'm really liking his goofy expression. You know, I feel like Donkey Kong needed a refresh for his design for a long time. And I know in the beginning it did. I know some people got weirded out because they're used to Donkey Kong's old look. But I feel like it's time and it actually, people are going to get used to it. But I actually really like it. I don't think it's bad. It fits his personality really good though. Really well. All right, and then when I'm done with you know, the first shadows, we're gonna do shadows on his skin tone, and that's gonna be done with a what do you call it? With a softer brush, so it can be a lot smoother since he doesn't have fur on his skin, which is just gonna be flesh anyway. So. But now I'm really liking the way that it looks now. He definitely needed this fur right here, you guys. Look, let's do the time lapse and see how that looks like. Let me zoom out real quick. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. There we go. All right, let's do the time lapse. Welcome back, Billy. Welcome back. Oh, welcome back, Majestic. You're all good. Hopefully everything went well, though. Hopefully the problem is resolved, but thank you so much earlier for that raid help with Tay. Much appreciated, Majestic. How are you doing? You're feeding your little kitties, Billy. How are your little cats? How are your little kitties, Billy? Yep, it's good now. You're welcome. Good. How about yourself? Oh, no problem, Majestic. That's good. Glad you're doing well. Your cats are doing good, Billy. Nice. Oh, you drew Snowlet in your Mario and Luigi pictures. That's cool, Gio. And so you feel like you can. I feel like I can draw, but I feel embarrassed because of how much I miss out, so I don't really draw. Some of your brother helps you out. Oh, okay, Gio. Yeah, one of those things about drawing is that you kind of have to. The more and more you practice, the more you'll feel a little bit more confident as you do more of it. But I get it though. I get it. I get it though. Alright, now it's time to add some shadows to DK's mouth. Here is where it's really gonna matter where all of his shadows come from, you guys. Look. Oh, your rescue cat Toby got hit by a car with some prayer patient. He's still alive and doing well. That's good to hear, Billy. And I do like the name Toby. That's adorable. Toby's a cute name for a cat. That's adorable. That sucks though. Glad he's doing well. So yeah, we're definitely going to be adding shadows right now. If you guys can see the mouth and his ears, all shadow time. But yeah, thank you guys for the 16 concurrent watchers. And if you are enjoying the stream, hitting that like button really does help out with that algorithm. All right, now, okay, so this is what I feel like I need to fix. What do you call it? This part of his looks a little too sharp right here. So I will fix that right now. My favorites. Hey, hello, Ana Hermosilla. How are you doing, Ana? How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás, Ana? ¿Cómo estás, Ana? So yeah, my favorite Sonic character, Billy, I feel like it's going to be that little bee, Charmy Bee, and Tails. Knuckles is obviously, you know, a cool looking character too, but I do like Tails' design. He's kind of adorable looking too, so but yeah, what is this? Shadow looks pretty cool. Oh, you know what I feel like it needs? Okay, now I know where to fix it. This looks a little off, you guys. Watch. This thing right here, he looks a little bit too angry. He looks way too angry. And I need to round it out a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. And I feel like his eyes need to be bigger too. So what I'm going to do is erase this and make his eyes way bigger. So what I'm going to do is erase the color that's in here. So yep, Billy, Sonic is your favorite one. Nice. Tangle, Cream, Victor, Shadow are your favorites. Oh, you know, like I like cream and cheese as well. I went swimming with your son today. Oh, how was your swim? How was your swim, Majestic? That sounds fun on a hot day, right? Hello, Shiny Ducky. How are you doing, Shiny? How are you doing, Shiny? Welcome on in. Thank you for sharing my live, Majestic. Much appreciated for that. Much appreciated for that. I'm fixing DK's eyes right now. They look a little too funky. A little too weird right now, so... I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make sure they look a lot cleaner. And this part right here was bugging me because it looks a little bit too basic. So we're gonna do that and fix the outline. See, that's what it needed right here. That's what it needed. So now he's looking more and more like he should. It was lots of fun, Majestic. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, give me a second, Geo. Oh yeah, eventually, Geo, I'll make sure I create a custom command for you so that you can enter your command once per stream. So I'll make you one eventually. Hey, Super Wario Gaming. How are you doing, Wario? You've been making a doubles gym team for Scarlet and Violet. Nice, Shiny. And glad you're doing well, Shiny. And thank you for the 20 like hype, Majestic. Thank you. Yeah, how are you doing, Wario? Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Wario. Alright, so his eyes are looking goofier, which is what I wanted. I wanted his eyes to look a lot goofier. So yeah, Wario, today I'm drawing Donkey Kong, you know, his new look for Bonanza. You're doing fine? Okay, that's good, Wario. Oh yeah, a custom command, Geo, is just like you saw Wario hit exclamation Wario, your YouTube channel will show up with something, you know, with a little bit of something that I write in there. So that's a custom command, Shiny. Oh, thank you. Dang, 30 like hype. Oh, thank you, Wario. Look. Look, this is, I'm gonna do a time lapse so you guys can see the video. Hold on. Thank you so much, Wario. Oh, we got a 30 like hype is crazy. Thank you for the 30 like hype. I thought we were at 20. Hold on. Are we 30 or 20? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So yeah. Hey, how do you say your name? Mawin Easy. How are you doing, Mawin Easy? What's up? Hey, Great Art, what do you think about the new Pauline style in Bonanza? I like the new Pauline design. I do like where they're going with it. And we're gonna get an origin story for Pauline. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm excited to stream the game as well when it finally comes out. Mawin. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Pauline's new look. Oh, almost to 35. Nice. Thank you guys for the likes, for everyone who's watching, for lurking, just hanging out. Hello, Jaheim Scott. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you doing? This DK's coming along. I'm really liking how it's looking. I'm slowly fixing him. Yeah, Tony, so this is what it looks like when you add shadows and lighting to his fur. So we're slowly getting there. When I want him to look a little bit more, you know, cohesive. I'm gonna do the same thing with his tongue and mouth. There's nothing, no shadows in there. So you'll see what that will do. Watch. We're gonna use the airbrush tool. We're gonna use a darker pink. And his mouth is like a darker red. So you'll see what I mean. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Geo. So, people are saying it's not an origin story, right? So, this might be like a new retelling of what her story is, right, Geo? We're not exactly sure. It might be something, you know, a new timeline, right? Something new. Because we're not 100% sure just yet. But I can't wait to see what it's actually going to be about, though. So yeah, it is after Odyssey, huh? I'm doing fantastic. Cool, nice, Jaheen. Glad you're doing well. Oh yeah, Tony. I've done lots of color pencil drawings. The old school way, Tony. I've done this the old school way of color pencil, and I've done it before. Oh, I'll show you guys one that I did in color pencil, Tony. Look. I drew this one. I drew all in color pencil. Look, I did. I colored what's his name? Deadpool. And look, this is how he looked like before I did any coloring. Watch. This was all before any coloring that was in there. So look, this was done with marker, color pencils, and a little bit of pens. Oh, Paulina's black hair, huh? Cranky Motions Mario. Oh. Yeah, I want to see what they do with that timeline though. But yeah, Tony, I then ended up adding more to this to kind of clean it up. And yeah. So yeah, I've done this with markers, painting, all that stuff, so so yeah, that was done with color pencil, pens, a little bit of paint for the white parts, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna fix his mouth and his tongue. They still look a little bit weird. They need a little bit of darkness in there. But yeah, Tony, it just takes a lot longer to do it the traditional way. Coloring pencil takes a long time and painting, so yeah, so that's what the thing is, Tony. So the iPad, at the very end, it does help you quote unquote cheat a little bit, but it's one of those things that just like, for example, even when I did Deadpool, cleaning things up, for example, adding whiteout to cover things up is the same way if you wanted to edit things on, digitally, if you wanted to put it up for like if you wanted to put up a drawing for sale, it's just another way of editing things, and it's just things that every art that you see that's being sold online, you have to clean it up somehow. So digitally is the easiest way to do it, to do the final one that you're gonna post, to sell or whatever. So thank you for the lurk, Shiny. Thank you for lurking. Oh, it's all good, Luis. Welcome back. It's all good. What were you watching, Luis? What were you watching? It's all good. The same thing, the same way AI helps, make a resume, fix up a resume, things like that. Anything that can help, at the very end to finalize something is just another way of editing something. Yeah, definitely makes things a little bit more convenient, but yeah. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of white in his tongue so it can give it a little bit of those bumps that are in the tongue, and it's gonna really make it stand out. So look at the texture that's gonna go in his mouth. And now there's this smudge tool that I like to use to blend in everything together. I just want things to look as smooth as they can. So there you go. That's his tongue is looking way better. I feel like he needs to add a little bit more black in there. Oh yeah, so Tony, so in a lot of the links that you'll see in the I don't know if you ever noticed, but in the links for every video live stream that I do in the description, I do a lot of side work that I put in for places for people to sell my artwork. So I do this. So I do sell drawings online. I post artwork for print on demand websites. I make art classes. So that's how I do earn passive income. So yeah, so I do a lot of work on the side when I'm not streaming. I'm always creating or slowly editing art classes to put on Skillshare and things like that to try and earn some passive income. So I'm always doing something art related. now I'm gonna add a little bit more in here. But yeah, if you check on my art YouTube channel, I do a lot of paintings and drawings, and I eventually do add them into those print-on-demand websites. Alright, I feel like his chest also needs that last bit of shadows in here. Hey, Jaden K. How are you doing, Jaden? Welcome on in again. Hey, you said moo. Hey, welcome back, Jaden. Oh, you're watching a live, but it's in Spanish. Do you speak Spanish, Luis? Because I speak Spanish as well. Oh, you use a lot of paint. A lot of you use a lot of my paint, Luis. Nice. But yeah, welcome back, Jaden. Welcome back. It's slowly coming along. It's almost there. Alright, we need to fix his chest, you guys. He's almost looking like a super detailed Donkey Kong or a gorilla. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be editing this one off screen and eventually doing an edited video right before the game comes out. So stay tuned for that eventually. Welcome back, Myth, on the short side. Welcome back, Myth. You can also speak Spanish. Nice, Luis, nice. Oh, you wish you can speak Spanish, Gio, but you don't. It's all good, Gio. And Billy knows a little bit of Spanish. Nice, Billy, nice. Yeah, my first language was Spanish, so that's why I speak Spanish. My first language. Alright, now it needs a little bit of actual black in here. It is how it is. Hola chicos, ¿cómo estás en el día de hoy? Yes, nice, nice. Estoy bien, Luis. My mom taught me all the Spanish I know. I know that Lens is my amigo. Yes, we're amigos. Somos amigos, Billy. Yep, español, Myth. The cow is fun. Thank you, Tony. If you're good at something, don't do it for free. Yes, I've done things for free way too long, so I can't, especially with art stuff, I won't do it for free anymore. I will not do art anymore for free because it just, yeah. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Qué bueno, Lens. Exactly, Luis. Qué bueno. But yeah, Tony, that's what I do on my off time. I do try and create stuff to hopefully, you know, to try and earn some passive income and things like that. on Skillshare. So all of the links you will find in the description video of everything that I do. So you guys want to check that out? Everything is in there. I have a lot of links to all my stuff where I sell all my artwork. So now it's time to add some shadows to his arms, which is the last, for the most part, the last thing that he needs. I just don't want to go overboard with it just yet. Alright, it's getting there. I'm really liking it now. The shadows are working. Them shadows is working. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add the shadows in his teeth. His teeth are a little too perfect. There's no shadows in his teeth right now. The teeth need some shadows. They're too white. Yep, exactly, Billy. He said, yeah, we said, boys, how are you doing? Exactly. Yeah, Tony, trust me. I can spend hours and hours drawing because it takes a long time. So definitely it is a job. It's a creative job, definitely. But yeah, there's just no way that I will do it for free. Because, yeah, there's just no way. Very time consuming. Alright, now I'm going to be careful with his eyeballs. I don't want to ruin them, so let me take my time over here. I'm going to make sure that he has a little bit of a shadow in his eyeballs. So here it goes. I'm zooming all the way into his eyes. I want to do a subtle shadow. Because this is really going to make the white part of his eyes not look so bland and make it rounded. Because we do need to round out everything that we do. So look, even just adding that really did help out right there. And adding a little bit of that, of the color of his fur in his eyes, does make it feel like the light's bouncing off of his eyeballs. Oh, his tie. I just need his tie. Thank you, Myth. Thank you, Bubbles. Yeehaw. Thank you. Thanks for the great Yes, thank you so much, Myth. Oh yeah. Anyone want to find look that up? I don't know if they've always been red, but that's a good question, Billy. I was wondering the same thing when I was in there. I'm like, wait, has his eyes always been red? So I have no idea. Maybe that's a new design thing that they did. So I really don't know. Maybe they've always been like a black, maybe? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Maybe it's something new that they added. All right, let's finish up his tie, you guys. Let's see. He needs a dark red for his tie. Oh yeah, Majestic. If you're talking about the Donkey Kong Bonanza game, it's not out just yet. It comes out July. It comes out July 17th. So the game is not out yet. Oh, but unless you meant, unless yeah, the drawing's coming out good so far. It's coming along. I'm almost done. I will be fixing it off screen, but for the most part, I'm getting all the shadows in, and it's looking great. I'm adding shadows to his tie right now. It's coming along very slowly, but yeah, I think his eyes have always been like a dark brown and black, maybe. That's what I did notice, that his eyes have always been like a dark brown, black, so maybe they just went with red because it does work though. It kind of actually does work. You tried to replicate Bubbles' idol, lol. All right, now time to add a little bit of a light pink to the tie, and that's gonna be a good color for highlights of the tie, and it'll stand out big time. And I will add a nice texture to it so it won't look so flat either. And there's a good, you know, it's cool. There's a nice, oh yeah, and I know that Majestic Queen is also an artist, right, Majestic? You do drawings as well. So what I'm gonna do is find a cool looking texture, watch. There's an old leather looking brush texture that's gonna help out with the tie. Vintage, no. Industrial, no. Organic, where is it? Materials, there you go. Look, there's an old leather or old skin that looks just like leather, and this is gonna look pretty cool for his tie. So let's try it out. I'm gonna try out that. It's gonna give it a good little balance of a texture. Now I'm gonna do the darker part. And Billy's good at drawing too then. Nice, Billy. What do you like to draw, Billy? So even just adding this little bit of texture in here does keep it from looking so flat. But now I think I want to blend it in just a little bit more because I feel like it's a little bit too much white. Just a little bit too much. I wanted to kind of cut it down just a little bit. There we go. Oops, I moved the yellow in there a little too much. Texture glitching, yep. I used to draw, okay, Tony used to draw when you were younger, wasn't good, but I drew Dragon Ball Z characters and SpongeBob. That's pretty cool, Tony. I feel like a lot of kids drew Dragon Ball. I never drew SpongeBob, but that's pretty cool, Tony. It's coming along. Yes, it is, Tay. It's coming along. Once I draw the Lost Woods. Oh, the Lost Woods from Breath of the Wild. That's cool, Tony. I mean, Billy. And thank you, Danny Smoker Lord. How are you doing, Danny? Welcome on in. Thank you for the extremely nice. Thank you, Danny. Much appreciated. How are you doing? Oh yeah, Geo, I have a lot of things planned for my streams in the next few like days and for the week. But we'll talk about it eventually, Geo. There's a lot of things that I haven't had a chance to do, but okay, definitely need to erase this thing. There you go. All right, now his tie right here. This needs a little bit work to do the red part right here. Your sweat's not letting you type, Myth. Is crazy. Rocky Wrench is fun. Oh yeah, Jaden. I haven't played as him. I haven't unlocked that character in Mario Kart World. But yeah, thank you, Tay. Yeah, it's getting there. It's almost done. All right, now I feel like okay, it needs the red letters. The DK letters need their thing. There you go. The calligraphy tool has a really good solid line brush. All right, I'll make it better, but yeah, finally adding that makes it better. All right. So yeah, the comparison, look, I have a Donkey Kong toy, so look at the comparison, you guys. To the old school Donkey Kong design. Yeah, big difference. So yeah, his eyes are brown in the old design. His eyes were brown. Yeah, the Kamek is the only way to unlock him, huh? So I'm slowly unlocking characters too, Jaden. Oh, that's cool. How to the book art fair, Tony. I remember those. You bought How to Draw SpongeBob. It actually helped you. Nice. I used to draw how to draw. I used to buy How to Draw Sonic books and How to Draw Mario books back in the day. You unlocked all the NPCs, Jaden. I think I still need like 10 more NPCs, Jaden. Nice, Jaden. Nice. I still need to play it more to unlock everything. And I'm getting close to unlocking the mirror mode. You always main Luigi and Diddy. Nice. But yeah, this is the time-lapse feature that Procreate has, and I really enjoy like the process of how it looks like. So watch, you can actually like rewind it all the way and just go forward. Kind of see the slow time-lapse process of this, which I really think it looks pretty cool. Now, I think he needs to be a little bit thicker, you guys. He needs to be a little bit more. So I'm going to use the liquify tool and kind of make him a little bit bigger in some areas. Watch. Maybe his back needs to be a little bit bigger. Oops. Actually, I'll wait on that one for now. Now it's time to erase a few things on him and just clean up the edges just a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean up the edges, make things look sharper, because things I did get out of the line just a little bit. Oh, you unlocked mirror mode, Jada? Nice. Thank you so much, Luis, for liking it. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know what I was thinking of doing eventually? Maybe I'll do it in a poll vote. But I'm thinking eventually drawing Daisy, because I feel like drawing some of the Super Mario princesses will be really fun. I feel like Daisy would be the best one because she's everyone's favorite. She's the popular one when it comes to like people really like Daisy. So I was thinking of drawing her new design from Mario Kart. So and maybe then Billy, if you're still in here, oh there's Billy. I'll maybe during that live stream I'll draw your I'll draw a very small piranha plant for you. And maybe that one I'll do it all in pencil. Maybe that one will be a pencil drawing with Daisy. Thank you, Billy. He's looking clean, huh? He's looking very clean. Oh yeah, next time, yeah. Next time very soon when I do a Smash Brothers stream, Geo, um yeah, we'll definitely have to play against each other, Geo. And whenever I do a Smash stream, I'll just, even though we can't do VC, we'll definitely make it a collab. You'll still be in there the whole time, Billy, and anyone else, can join in. So we'll definitely do a collab of Smash Brothers. But it'll just be a Smash collab by itself. Yeah, no problem, Billy, no problem. Okay, let me see what else I can fix. I can still do a lot. We can do a lot with this first, so watch. I'm going to push it even more by going back. I'm going to do another layer instead. Yeah, I'm going to do another layer instead, and I'm going to do a brighter part of his fur coat. Almost white, almost. Thank you for the lurk, Majestic. Much appreciated. Thank you, Billy. You're the goat, Billy. You're the goat. Thank you, Billy. So watch. I'm going to add a little bit more white in his fur so it can kind of stand out. Yeah, even though I'm not going for a realistic look, this is going to kind of help out just a little bit. So yeah, this thing, we have a multiply layers. So this helps out blend in things a little bit more. Just trying out to see what other things they would add, but it looks like normal is going to be the best one, and I will reduce the opacity just a little bit. You're sweaty at Mario Kart Myth, but you play Angry Birds. Not sweaty at Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart can get very sweaty. Especially when we played, right? Oh, you know what? I feel like he needs to have a bigger head. It's a little too skinny. Just a tiny bit too skinny. Oh, you know what? I just noticed this part of his fur is a little too smoothed out for the outline, so I'm gonna erase some of it and kind of make some fur stick out just a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. That looks better. Hey, Helpmeister, you made a new profile pic. Welcome back, Helpmeister. I almost didn't recognize you. Welcome back. Wait, did I miss Soul Wiz? Is Soul Wiz Puyo in here? Where's Soul Wiz? Hold on. Hi, Soul Wiz. I don't. Oh, there you go. Hi, Soul Wiz Puyo. I just saw you. Hello. How are you doing, Soul Wiz? Welcome back, Rob. Welcome back, Helpmeister. And hello, Super Luigi Daisy. Yep, Super Luigi, I'm doing a vertical and horizontal stream. I decided to do it vertical because that's the way his pose is for the most part. But yeah, for the most part, that's how it looks like right now. How are you doing, Super Luigi Daisy? How are you doing? Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Super Luigi Daisy. Hello, hello. But yeah, I'm using an iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil 2. Yep, at once, at once. Yeah, I'm using an Apple iPad Pro, and I'm doing a multi-stream on the short side and horizontal YouTube. So I have two streams going on right now. Oh, you got all the outfits in Mario Kart World. Nice. All right, let me shout out your channel, SoulWiz Puyo. Here's your channel. And before I forget, Rob Gamer, I'm going to shout out your channel as well before I forget. There's SoulWiz, Rob Gamer. But yeah, welcome back, Helpmeister. I like your profile pic, the Angry Inkling. Oh, 90 minutes, dang, okay. At least you got it done though, at least you got it done. All right, now I'm gonna start blending in some of these together. We're going to start blending in some of these layers so that we can actually start kind of refining some of the things just a little bit. All right, I'm going to duplicate one of these layers. I'm going to lock it, turn it off, duplicate this one just in case I ever want to make another edit on that one. We're going to turn it off. We're going to combine both of these layers. Now we can use the liquify tool. We're going to make him a little bit thicker, you guys. He needs to be a little bit thicker. Let me see, did you ever read my comment on Mario, on Piranha Plant in Smash and Mario Kart World? Oh no, I didn't read it. I missed it. Oh, okay, yeah, I just saw it. It just hit you, Billy, that with a ton of bricks, that the new design is the original design, just modernized. Yep, it's the old one. Yes, Billy, I saw that. The Piranha Plant is just the old one, just modernized. Yes, it is. For his new design, it's basically just a modernized new version, just like they did with all the Mario Kart characters. Yeah, nah, I'm a boy decently and I need a new drawing tablet. Mine's from 2017. I never got to truly practice digital art when I've been having such dreams since the early 2000s, but good luck to you. Oh, okay. Oh, but anything that you can draw in, though, Super Luigi Daisy, I still draw mostly in pencil. That is my way of drawing. So even just drawing digital and in pencil is still the way to go. You know, digital drawing is also pretty fun, but I still do mostly traditional, so. But trust me, it took me a while to get this tablet because it was super expensive, so yeah. Yeah, I'm making DK's mouth a lot bigger because he has a big old jaw. We need to make him look extra goofy. And now I'm going to turn around his entire body. Let me see. Now we can do, look, we can rotate him. So there we go. Let's see. Oh, I cut him off a little bit. Cut him off. There we go. All right, we're going to make sure we don't stretch him out so he doesn't look all weird. Just a little bit. And now let's do a time-lapse replay and see the results. Yeah, pencil is cool, right? Pencil, Hellmeister. Oh, I didn't see it, Billy. So yeah, Billy, if you want to repeat that message, it's okay to repeat it. I didn't get to see it, Billy. Let's see what Hellmeister wrote. Let's see. Hellmeister wrote, "Who are you? Who are you, Hellmeister?" Leave this chat, Hellmeister, now. Wait, what? Hold on, Hellmeister. Do you have 2 channels now? What happened? I ate 2 tamales earlier for dinner too. I think bits of dinner from my mom, ribs, rice. And do you plan to get Donkey Kong Bonanza when it comes out? And I still haven't used that drawing tablet even. Oh, I will stream Donkey Kong Bonanza Super Luigi. I can't wait for that game. I'm excited. Um, but yeah, if you get a chance, use your tablet, Luigi. Just test it out and see how it goes. Yeah, who is who? All those years and not ever since my childhood, you drew traditionally on paper most of the time. I've made hundreds, maybe thousands of drawings and projects in the years ago. Oh, nice. Yeah, I drew a lot traditionally as well. Oh, nice, Geo, nice. A combo in Smash Brothers, nice. You're gonna main Piranha Plant in Smash Ultimate. Whenever I get Mario Kart World, I'm gonna main that too. Nice, Billy, nice. Oh no, you're good, Luis. You're good. It's all good if you didn't vote. It's okay. Oh, Hellmeister, no. I earlier, and you have an like another chat on another site, by the way. Also, oh, thank you, Super Luigi. Yeah, thank you for yeah a like on the other site. All right, let's play that again. Let me see. Time lapse. This one more time. Let me see. Oh, one of your friends is trolling the stream, Helpmeister. Oh no. Thank you, Gio, for that. Yes, thank you so much, Gio. Here, I'm going to show you guys. Here, you know what? I still need to finish underneath DK's feet and arms. I still need a little bit more of some skin tone. So I'm going to do some skin related stuff on him just to kind of make it a little bit better. A little bit more textures in there. Thank you so much, Gio. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully help. Yeah, thank you so much, Gio. Thank you so much, Rob. Yeah, much appreciated, much appreciated. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Billy, for the command thing. Yes. And eventually, Billy, I'm gonna make you a custom command, so whenever you come in, you can use it, and it'll be like a fun little command just for you. Same thing with Geo. Hey, Froggo Cap. Everything is always been between two things, so everyone is a sandwich. Hello, Froggo Cap. How are you doing, Froggo? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna show you guys just other things that I've done. You know, I drew Kirby not too long ago. I forgot to make a completely forgot to do a edited video of it a long time ago. I think it was last year for Kirby. Welcome back, Myth. I see you. Hey, Lens, do you enjoy Tyler the Equator's music? Jay Zebra Cake? Not Tyler the Equator is crazy. Tyler the Equator is crazy. Yep, Captain Kirby, exactly. Captain Kirby. Yeah, I drew Kirby, you know, with the little. Hey, welcome back, Helpmeister. Welcome back with your other profile pic. Oh, look, I drew Star Fox too. I forgot. This one's a Star Fox one that I did digital, but I edited it out and made it a lot better not too long ago. Yeah, kind of funny names, right? And then I also did, let's see. Oh yeah, Wolverine was a fun one to do. This one I haven't made a video of it either. Yeah, hopefully everything's going well, Hellmeister, with the other, yeah, the other person who was that. Hmm. Yeah, because I found someone to raid. Oh, you're going to a Japanese stream, Helpmeister? Yeah, hopefully everything's going well, Hellmeister. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna end the stream now. I did finish Donkey Kong for the most part. I will be fixing things here and there when I get a chance to. Oh, Hellmeister, do you want to put in? Do you know what's the link of that? What are they doing? What kind of Japanese? What kind of Japanese YouTuber stream is it, Hellmeister? Do you want to? Yeah, what kind is it? Help. Oh, I'm down to do that. Help. If you want, I'll do it. Someone new will be pretty cool. Yeah. The English Japanese streamer for Splatoon 3. I'm down to do that. Oh wait, are they? Do you want me to wait for 10 more minutes, Hellmeister? Hello, Rick Plays. Hello. How are you doing, Rick? Okay, yeah. Let me know in 10 minutes. Help. If you want, I'll wait 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, help. Cool. Yeah, Rick. I did this one, Rick. So I feel like now I'm in the middle. Now I'm in the middle of editing all of it, Rick. I'm getting close to. I feel like it's done for the most part. But how's your day going, Rick Plays? How's it going? All right, so you know what? We can still refine this, you guys. We can still make it cleaner. So I'm gonna zoom in and fix a lot of little other detailed issues that it needs. Oh yeah, Jaden. So I'm thinking of drawing Pauline at maybe another time. Yeah, maybe Pauline for sure will be there at another time. Because that one will take a little bit longer. Because I was just focusing on Donkey Kong today, but maybe I'll do that on the edited video instead. All right, thanks for coming by to say hello, Rick. And glad you're doing well, Rick. Glad you're doing well. And Anthony Taylor. Hi, Lens. Oh, some really super cool, neat art and the new Donkey Kong design. Yes. Yes, Anthony. Thank you for that. So, yeah. Yeah, welcome back, Cheeky Pika. Welcome back. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So yeah, how did your reunion go, Cheeky Pika? How was your family reunion?
Iván, ¿no quieres comer?
Yo, Link, I think this design is similar to the original design of DK. Yeah, it looks very similar, right, Billy? It was nice that with some people I have met yet, though, so I was just standing there smiling at times. Hilarious. That you haven't seen at times. Nice. Yeah, that's how a lot of those type of reunions go, right, Cheeky? A lot of the times that's just how it goes. Oh, it's all good. Thank you for that. Yes, thank you for the 30 like hype. It's all good, Hellmeister. You're all good, Hellmeister. Hey, are we getting another raid? Zeke Andrew. You're playing Left 4 Dead. How are you doing, Zeke? Hold on. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I was not playing Left 4 Dead gameplay, Andrew, but thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Once I figured out how to do the Inkling makeup help. Oh, the Inkling makeup. Got it, got it. But yeah, how's everyone's day going, right, Hellmeister? I'm just adding a little bit more shadows to Donkey Kong's iconic red tie. Thank you, Majestic. Thank you so much. Thank you for lurking still, Majestic. Thank you so much, Billy. So yeah, he has those similarities from, you know, the original Donkey Kong, but it's his face that looks a lot more rounded, and I think it looks better. So yeah, one last time lapse replay before we go on a raid, you guys. Yeah, the time lapse thing is really cool. Yeah, the time lapse process is really cool to see. Yeah, I had fun. I had a lot of fun with this one. And man, 3 hours, 30 minutes flew by, you guys. All right, Helpmeister. So yeah, you guys, we're going to raid someone that Helpmeister recommended. He is a Japanese English YouTuber playing Splatoon 3. His name is Yugi. So if you guys want to go in on a raid with me, all you have to do is click on that link, you guys. You know, I have been here for 3.5 hours. It was really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow just yet. I have an idea, but it'll probably be some kind of a Steam game or lots of Steam indie games and things like that. So, but yeah, thank you guys for everything, for the raids, Helpmeister, Cheeky, Majestic, Billy for being here like this entire time. It was a long. Jaden was in here. Myth, Rick Plays was in here. Rob Gamer, Geo, Luis, Anthony Taylor, Super Luigi Daisy. There's a lot of people in here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.